Imagine waking up at 3 a.m. to a cold shadow looming at the foot of your bed. He isn't holding a weapon, yet. Instead, he forces you to look at a pentagram carved into his palm and demands you swear your soul to Satan. This wasn't a scene from a Hollywood slasher. This was the reality of Los Angeles in 1985, and the Night Stalker was already inside your house. The summer of 1984 started like any other in California, but by the time 1985 rolled around, the Golden State was paralyzed by a heat wave of pure, unadulterated terror. In an era before smart doorbells and high-tech home security, people relied on a simple screen door and the neighbor's porch light. But those offered no protection against Richard Ramirez. He didn't care who you were. He didn't care where you lived. He was a predator who hunted without a pattern, making every single person in the city a potential target. To understand the monster, you have to look at the broken pieces that made him. Born in El Paso, Texas, Richard's childhood was a masterclass in trauma. He spent his nights in cemeteries and his days breathing in the fumes of a nearby smelting plant. But the real darkness came from his cousin, Mike, a Green Beret who had just returned from Vietnam. Mike would sit young Richard down and show him graphic, Polaroid photos of the atrocities he committed overseas. One afternoon, while Richard was watching, Mike shot and killed his own wife. The blood splattered onto Richard's face. In that moment, the line between reality and nightmare blurred forever. By the time Ramirez hit the streets of Los Angeles, he wasn't just a criminal. He was a self-proclaimed disciple of the devil. He moved through the suburbs like a ghost, often entering through unlocked windows left open to catch a breeze during the humid nights. His first major kill set the tone for the brutality to come. A 79-year-old woman found in her home, her throat cut so deeply she was nearly decapitated. As the body count rose, the city began to fracture. This wasn't a typical serial killer who targeted a specific demographic. Ramirez attacked toddlers, grandmothers, young couples, and grown men. He would beat them, shoot them, or use whatever kitchen knife was lying on their counter. In many cases, he would leave satanic symbols drawn on the walls or even the victims' bodies. He famously told one survivor to tell them the Night Stalker was here. The atmosphere in LA became apocalyptic. Hardware stores sold out of deadbolts and window bars within hours. People were sleeping in 100-degree heat with every exit sealed shut. The radio played warnings every hour. Everyone was looking over their shoulder, wondering if the tall, lanky man with the rotted teeth and the smell of death on his breath was watching them from the shadows. The only real clue the police had was a single footprint left at multiple crime scenes. A rare pair of Avia sneakers. But the breakthrough didn't come from a lab. It came from a citizen. Ramirez had stolen a car, and a sharp-eyed witness caught the plates. By the morning of August 31st, 1985, his face was plastered on every front page and television screen in the state. Unaware that he was now the most wanted man in America, Ramirez hopped on a bus back to East LA. When he stepped off, he realized something was wrong. People weren't just looking at him. They were recognizing him. He tried to carjack a woman to escape, but the neighborhood had had enough. A mob of local residents chased him down, cornering him on a residential street. They didn't wait for the police. They beat him with steel pipes and chased him until he collapsed, bloody and broken, begging for the cops to arrive and save him from the very people he had spent months terrorizing. Even during his trial, the theatrics didn't stop. He walked into court with a pentagram drawn on his hand, flashing it to the cameras and yelling, "Hail Satan!" He showed absolutely no remorse for the lives he dismantled. He was sentenced to death, but in a strange twist of irony, he died of natural causes in 2013 while still on death row, never having to face the executioner. Richard Ramirez remains a haunting reminder that sometimes the monster isn't under the bed or in the closet.
Sometimes, the monster is just a man standing in your hallway at 2 a.m., waiting for you to wake up.